Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Logan, and in my last video I did a 2-month review and I forgot a very important part. So I thought, you know what, I'll talk about it now, and that is, does K&B have cameras? And if they do, where are they pointing at? So I'm going to go ahead and turn around the camera and I'm going to show you. Okay, it's the next day. All kinds of stuff was happening. In the last video, it was a really small place and people were parking on the road. You know, I didn't want anyone thinking, you know, like I'm trying to film and being weird. So as you can see here, this is the camera, okay? That front camera, that inward facing camera, it's never on. And we were told in orientation it's not on. They're not going to turn it on. They don't believe in that. On the side here, it has camera, and there is another camera on the other side, and they shoot straight out. And we were told that the most they'd see of us is maybe our knuckles if we put them up on the steering wheel, on the top part of the steering wheel. All right, and then of course it has the outward facing camera, you know, per usual. And the other one here, you can see that right there, right underneath the mirror here. It's on the other side as well, and it shoots straight back along the side of the truck and trailer. And that is all I have as far as cameras are concerned on this truck. No more have been added to my knowledge. So this is what we have working here, and maybe that's too much for a lot of people, and I would totally get that. For me, I'm fine because that inward facing camera is off. Also, I have noticed, and for those of you who don't know, I used to work for Prime, and this camera will talk to you. So if you do some type of a violation, you know, let's say you don't do a full complete stop at a stop sign, you know, these things will talk to you. You know, detect rolling stop or not full stop or something like that probably. So this one isn't as vocal. They don't have it as sensitive, right? Plus it isn't facing you, so it can't be like, oh, wake up if you yawn or something. So it's not as vocal, but it will say stuff every now and then, you know, like if you're too close or whatever. So these are the cameras that are on the K&B truck. If this and the information in the last video, you know, is enough to where, yeah, you can handle these type of things. You know, this company might be good for you. You might want to, you know, talk to a recruiter and get any finer details. Yo, this is how long I've been sitting in that dock. 9 hours and 30 minutes. That's a record for me. Okay. As you saw in the little clip I put between this, or maybe I'll choose to put it after this, I was in that dock for quite a long time, and that's a record for me. I've been to that place once before, and I was there probably about 5 hours. So that's what I was thinking, I'd be about 5 hours. The longest time I've ever had in a dock is 6 hours, and that was at a Walmart, and that's when I worked for my last company. So this was like 9.5 hours, I think it ended up being. And the thing about that is yes, I can sleep in a dock. Typically, I try to get a little nap in if I can, if you know, it's been a while, you know, it's been a long drive or something. It's always smart to do that, especially when you don't know what your next load's going to be. But the thing is I can never sleep deeply, like a really restful sleep that I have when I'm on my official 10-hour break. And I'm always like half awake because I'm nervous that I'm going to miss the phone call, or this place has a lumper and they don't call you, they send a little message through. Well, if I'm asleep, I don't hear that little bleep. But if I'm half asleep, I do, typically. So, you know, I'm half asleep and it's better than nothing, but it's not like that full deep sleep that I just can't seem to bring myself to do when I'm still technically working. Because a lot of times what we'll do in this company is, you know, typically we'll PC out and finish out the rest of that 4-hour break, depending, you know. So, but considering I PC'd out because I didn't have any time left anyway, so I had to PC out, and then I got where I am currently right now and finished out, and I've been sitting here. So even though I was 9.5 hours there, I PC'd out. I'm still at restoration of 14 hours and 36 minutes. So I got here and I slept, and then I woke up to do the load that I was put under. I did my pre-trip, all that, and I went to double check. Thankfully, before I left, I went to double check to see if I needed to pre-cool my trailer. and my load was gone. And I'm like, what the heck? So I put myself in off duty. You know, I got back into the truck, put myself into off duty, and I called in, and even my fleet manager was kind of surprised. He's like, what the heck? And so he was just starting to get those emails too, that they took me off the load for I don't know why. They're trying to route me home. I'm actually on my home time week. So the 21st starts my home time. It is now the 18th. So they're trying to get me close to home. Now that load that I was under was taking me to the same place I'm going to be taking this next load. So I don't know. Sometimes things get rescheduled. Sometimes places are like, no, we don't need that order after all, and they cancel it. That has happened to me before. So I don't know. And when I talked to him, he didn't really know what the reasons were for that. And really, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I'm on something new, but I'm going to be doing like 2 relays. So I get to sit here longer. It's now 8:45. I won't be leaving until 1 p.m. So if I need more sleep, I can get it. You know what I mean? But I thought I better kick another video out because I hadn't really checked in with you guys since my last home time when I did my 2-month review. So what I'm going to be doing is at 1 p.m. I'm going to head out. I got to fuel up
the first left onto historic US 66.
Anytime this shakes, that thing will go off and think that I'm moving and then give me my next little thing. But anyways, I am going from here to a place to get, I believe, a drop trailer, like it's an already preloaded trailer or something, or maybe I'm getting live loaded, whatever. Those loads are going down to Texas. It's like a 2-stop down to Texas. I'm not going there though. I'm just picking up the load and then I'm taking it to this drop yard. I'm dropping it there. No. I'm going to Flying J first. This is where there's a lot. And it was like a little confusing for me because I'm just waking up and stuff. But I'm going to a Flying J and I'm relaying. So some other driver is going to take that load that I'm under, and I'm going to take theirs. And then I'm going to go take that load that I just relayed to a drop yard. And then I'm going to drop it. And then I'm going to pick up a different trailer. A trailer that I've been told is actually there right now, ready to go. So I'm going to pick up that. Now I'm doing another relay. But then that one's taking me to Indiana, where I'm going to... I can't remember if it's a live load now or it's a drop trailer, but whatever it is, that's my final destination, is in Indiana. But it's in the same city as the one thought I was under, like I was originally under assigned yesterday. But whatever. And then after that, I'm sure that they'll have me on something else that's going to take me up into Michigan. And then hopefully this time around, I'll actually deliver, on the 20th, so I can have the full 21st off. Or at the very least, drop very, very, very early at not a place that's going to leave me in the dock for 9 hours, wasting my day. My day off. Last time, though, they did feel bad because I had to work that day. I was there most of the day, and I didn't get home till really, really late. And so to make up for that, well, I didn't even make it home on the day I originally had. That's it. That's actually... So what they did was, they extended my time off, which just gave me that 10th day back, which I appreciated. I could have taken money too. We can give you money, pay you for an extra, a little bonus for having worked during this, or I can just give you that another day off so you have your full 10, and I took the day off because, I can be out here making money, Time off with family and friends is precious, so it's priceless, so I'll take that and I'll make the money back some other way. So anyways, excuse me, my goodness. One thing I did want to mention, for those of you who have been checking in on me for a while, and this has to do with the cigar stuff, I've decided that I'm just going to do a different channel completely for the cigar stuff. All of my cigars are in a storage unit now, frozen solid. I don't know if they're any good. That's why you haven't seen any of that content. But I know it's not really, everybody's thing. It's a specific type of a hobby. But I decided to just do a different YouTube video, a YouTube channel for those. And then they're not on here. I don't want to put any content on here that's going to possibly jeopardize my ability to get this monetized. I'm not monetized now, and it's probably going to be maybe a couple years, even if I'm able to get that. I don't want smoking content to be something that they're we can't monetize your channel. Because you can't monetize those type of channels. But I still want to have a video journal of, every single cigar that I've tried that's new to me. it's really more for me than anyone else. So that's why I'm fine with just creating another channel for it. I have not created that channel yet as of yet, but you know, I will. Now, if you're someone who actually doesn't like, you're into cigars and you don't mind seeing that content, let me know and I'll let you know what I end up coming up with, and you can go over there if you want. I probably won't have any real subscribers over there, and that's fine, because really it's just a video journal for me to help keep track of it, because I have a really terrible memory. Very terrible memory. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this edited and put up. Just something short and sweet. And sorry that I left out the information on the camera situation for my review, because that's a really important point. A lot of people want to know, because the cameras are a big deal right now. You know, it's one of those things that a lot of people left Prime when I was at Prime. For those of you who don't know, I used to work for Prime. I left Prime to come here. A lot of people started leaving Prime when Prime decided they were going to do the cameras. A lot of people left. Not everybody. It didn't really hurt them any. But I know that a lot of people did leave. Me, I'm new to trucking. I'm used to having cameras on me everywhere working retail. So, I mean, did I like the inward-facing camera? No, not at all. But, you know, it is what it is. I need my my experience and stuff. I don't mind the cameras on that I have here that I showed y'all. But I do like that the inward-facing camera isn't on. And also, there's no microphone. I forgot to mention, they did say there's no microphone in these two, so they can't hear us or anything like that. So that's really a relief, too, because that worries me. I don't need people spying on me when I'm in here talking to myself, singing along to songs, sounding like shit. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead, let you go. I'm going to get this uploaded. Sorry it took me so long to get something. I really am going to invest, and I've been saying this ever since I've had my channel. I really do want to invest in like a different camera. I have a GoPro. I have no fucking clue where it went, because it was on my other whatever. I'm not gonna go into that. It's somewhere in my storage unit, and it was kind of like, it was weird to use. Like I would try to get the stuff off of it onto my last phone. It wouldn't work. I don't think it would hook to the iPhone very well, or I was doing something wrong. But I would like to get something at some point so I can do more actual content. Film a little bit of driving, even though the driving's more boring and flat now because I'm mostly Midwest, which I'm fine with that. It's been really nice in the winter, even though I've been through some hellish winter storm driving for sure. Probably the worst that I've ever had to deal with in a truck, but I don't have that many years in. But I do want to get a camera so that I can film like some driving or maybe some shots when I'm backing, so that I can also critique what I need to change, because I'm in here looking, but I'm not on the outside watching myself, right? So I think it'd be a good vantage point, and it kind of switch it up. So there you have it. My little bit of my update. Man, it feels like I'm like squinty all the time. It's bright. It's a nice, bright, sunny day. So anyways, if you made it this far, thank you so much. Thank you for tuning into my channel here and there and giving me the views and, asking your questions and making your comments. I really do appreciate it. I have such a small channel that I really do try and respond to everyone. I see all the comments, and I think having a small channel is nice because I don't miss anyone's questions unless YouTube just doesn't bring it to my attention. So, thank you again, and I will see you in the next video.